We're recording. Sure. See it. It says REC. That means recording. Okay. Day 2 of Eurobike. We're here in the press area. Kind of cool. We got our blogger pass. I don't know. Maybe they'll figure out some different names for us. I'm not sure if we're a blogger or a vlogger or YouTuber. I don't know. But we're going to start on the other side. We'll just check out some... They let dogs in here. Germany is very dog friendly, if you didn't figure that out. I wonder, they might actually be more dog friendly than LA. Getting started, everybody's got their coffee. One of the advantages of being in the press area is you get free coffee and snacks. Let's get into it. Yes, sir. Hi.
Cool, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you as well. Are you guys showcasing something new at this show, or is primarily encouraging the automatic system, which is growing in popularity?
If you make cycling more comfortable,
yeah,
it's more accessible.
Exactly. That's what e-bikes are about. That's what this system's about. I love it. I mean, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about automatic transmissions for bicycles. I mean, we covered this before. We made a video on that topic, but you guys had introduced the automatic version before. You improved upon it, made it stronger and more robust, and so now we're seeing it more and more. And I guess you're continuing to update the software and different things like that.
The motors are getting stronger.
Right.
That was the biggest change, and everything is wireless now. So you operate it via BLE, Bluetooth technology. Yeah. So there's either a wireless shifter on the handlebars, or what you see on most bikes, and it is clean integration in the Bosch cockpit.
Sure.
So in the Bosch display, you can also set the cadence for your automatic ride experience.
What's the general recommendation for that, for the cadence?
Ooh. For a comfort ride, 65, 70, and more sportive, 75 to 80.
What do you really notice in America? What do you see there? What's really the thing now in the market?
Cargo is growing quite a bit. There's a lot of challenges in owning an electric bike, with storage. Bike infrastructure is a really big one. So certain things like cargo bike, you can really see a lot of benefit, spending time with the kids, potentially replacing a car. And an application like Enviolo makes a lot of sense for parents that don't want to fuss with this stuff. They can pair it with the belt drive, keep it very low maintenance. The overall culture and acceptance of electric bikes is growing. People are starting to see it for what it is, not what they had perceived it to be. Most people were looking at it like, oh, this is a motorcycle, or I want to get exercise, not recognizing that you do that still, So,
do you also have the feeling that people really want to maybe move out of the car and more onto the bike? Now since COVID and like last week you had a video about the cargo bikes.
It needs to be easy for people. People need to be able to easily slide into that lifestyle. If you make it too challenging, people are not going to do it. You got certain hardcore people that are comfortable being uncomfortable, but most people are not. Beyond that, it also needs to be cool. I think that's actually a really big deal. You think about it, any product that's actually seen significant market penetration to become a mature market is because it's cool. The technology is getting to the point where that shift can start happening, which is pretty exciting. So I just found this kind of interesting product from Busch and Muller. Actually, they make lights for bikes in general, but many lights for e-bikes. They actually have a couple of new models here. The thing I was most interested in is this little adapter thing on the back of the light is called Leval. What it does, it actually rotates the light when you're turning. So you can actually see it on the video here. It actually rotates the light, which is really pretty innovative. But the interesting thing is it's not actually a different light. All it is an adapter. So by default, when you turn, your light doesn't generally go in the direction you want it to go. It just goes directly where the handlebars are facing. So you can see in this example, the one light that's the bottom is the standard headlight. And the light on the top is this Leval system where it's actually rotating as it goes around. I appreciate these little details, these little extra design elements that these companies implement to make life on the bike more pleasurable. So I think something... Tern just released some new products for their HSD The GSD had this similar thing, but you might see this is a little bit shrunken down. So this is called the Storm Shield Mini. And similarly, they have a frame for it as well. This is the Clubhouse Mini. You can't see it as well here, but we'll pull this off in just a moment. But this is the Storm Box. So actually, you can kind of have this full enclosure for a single child here. You can see this can roll down. So if you're working in wet conditions, or even really if it's just winter time and you want to protect from the winds and that sort of thing, that's it. You just zip it down. And then up front we have another bag from Tern. It's called the Weather Top bag, and I think that this will fit most of the Tern models. Fidlock system, just kind of twists out like that. And it's intended to be weatherproof, so you can take this and roll this up. They didn't give me instructions, but I think this is the idea here. And then they have one other thing for the rear. We're just gonna have to swap it out to give you some perspective of how that works. And let me just show you what this looks like as I'm pulling it off. We can kind of speed through this and hopefully I don't break anything. I think normally you use the basket without this, but I think you might be able to use it with it as well. So we're gonna try this out. There you go. That looks pretty solid. And you got the little strap to strap Fido in. All right, there we go. Pretty cool. I'm sure you could put other things in here, or maybe you could put other types of animals if you got them, pot-belly pig or something, I don't know. But basically, this guy goes like this, or this. It sounds like it just goes like so. And then you have the option to open the top up as well. So kind of have them sitting like that, something like that. Hopefully it doesn't go too far out. Good job, Tern. You into these accessories? You're gonna get one of these for yourself? I don't have a pet right now, but I think this would be a nice way to travel if I did have one. So pretty cool. Tara's not feeling so well, so I'm gonna give her a little bit of break carrying the camera. We're gonna start in A2, but since we're already in A6, we're gonna start here. Check out Suntour. So a lot of e-bikes that we work with use the Suntour system. It's like a gravel fork with really short travel. That might work for some kind of urban e-bikes, that sort of thing. Suntour e-bike system. This is a fork that's certainly growing in popularity for us, the A32 Cargo 20-inch fork, but German manufacturer. They do a lot of different smaller details like headlights, grips, etc. Kettler's a German brand, not available in the US currently, but they definitely make some cool products. So they're actually made in Germany, and they're owned by the same company that owns Bulls and Pegasus. Pretty interesting cargo bike. They actually won an award for this product, and they have this very unique steering system. Tara is steering the bike, and you can see how that hub is working in action. So go a little bit closer here. Some other cargo bikes. The manufacturer, Totem and Flyer. It's a Swiss brand. Historically, they worked primarily with Panasonic. Looks like now they're introducing some Bosch bikes, which is kind of cool. This is cool. ABS for e-bikes. ABS system. Bosch also has an ABS system, which we might eventually see coming to the US, but it's been available on the European market. Kind of a little bit complicated for bikes, but an innovation that definitely I foresee being on more bikes in the future. Scooters, definitely digging the colors. It's a fun logo. Yeah, so you end up seeing there's a lot of bike brands that you may or may not see in your local market, but that's one of the cool things. You get to have a good perspective on many of these products that are out there. And generally the show is actually a lot larger than it is right now, but still quite cool. It's nice, lightweight, urban e-bike. Issy is another e-bike brand. They make compact bikes. Pretty cool. We got Bosch over here. Check that out some more later. But another big brand, not available currently in the US, but quite cool, is KTM. So we'll just kind of tuck over here. Really great designs, products. They do a lot of mountain bikes, but they have some urban bikes as well. Pretty awesome looking designs. And how about that? They got a couple of cargo bikes over here as well. So Ergotec's a German manufacturer of different touch point items. They do handlebars, stems. One of the things that they're really known for is their safety system. So they have different levels of safety depending on the application. Hi, how are you?
Hi, fine, you?
Good, good. Yeah, we just wanted to check out, what new products you guys are showcasing or that sort of thing. One thing I noticed that I didn't notice the numbers on the products any longer. Is this something you're going away from, this safety system? Or?
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
this is for us the core.
It's more
factor of
design.
Ergotec.
Yeah, this is a big thing. I was just mentioning that was something that you guys really helped introduce, and I think it's a very, very valuable system for sure. So
Actually, for us, this is the core, the heart of Ergotec, to make it accessible for OEM and also for after sales.
Yeah.
The OEM makes creation of a bike, makes a list of material for the bicycles, and this certification, this bike is certificated for a certain rider weight.
in the U.S., we don't really have these like standards or anything like that, but this is something I'm trying to help educate people about that, because I think it's important to consider that. Talk about weight rating on the bike, but the reality is the weight rating is only as good as the weakest part. It's really important that all the parts on the bike are up to the same standard of weight and other forces, like you said, for a high-speed bike or e-mountain bike, and they're going to be subjected to stronger forces, and then, as a result, they need to be stronger. So
It's the Octopus BK system. We are cooperating quite close with Bosch, our R&D office and their R&D offices in more or less daily exchange. This one integrates the kayak system, model year 21. We have also concepts for the OEM season 23-24. In this case, an adjustable version. We have also rigid versions like the Barracuda stem. It's a general basis that we can use in this case for the Sigma system, but it's also possible for the SB Connect system, and with a special faceplate, also accessible for different kayak systems and so on.
this is the safety level
Right.
6, for example, right?
So this is certified for MTB up to 160 kilos. We have also saved some space for the M99 that you already know, and for the M77, a longer version that you can put inwards.
Oh,
to
wow.
save the space.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, this is a very nice design. And I love this notch system.
I'm really confident it really stays.
Yeah, that's something I really, it just feels solid. Here's a familiar brands, Avis. Let's check them out, see what we can find here.
Amazing that you made it to Europe.
Yeah,
Long time
crazy,
no see.
crazy American making it over here.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
My name is Daniel Bremika. I'm in charge of the mobile security division at Avis as managing director, and it's a pleasure to welcome my friends from America.
The big
Bike
man
show.
over here.
And
Wow.
this bracket is really cool because you can use one hand, you push it, you turn it, and out. We've done a facelift on the bars,
Oh, okay.
so it's looking much nicer.
Yeah, normally this is like kind of chrome here, and yeah.
We will upgrade all the battery locks to X+. So step by step.
Just hear that? Wait, so what are we talking about now? We can get X plus Kettler.
Yes.
The prayers have been answered here. I'm sure you've heard them. So you're no longer confined to the slight step down in the security. You can have the maximum security for bike locks with that. That's excellent.
This is a smart locks. It's
Yeah.
a Moto 6500 Smart X. If you look for the place for the hole to insert the key, you won't find it.
There's no key. Normally you have the key on
Yeah.
the side, and it's
This works with your phone. You connect with your phone, and then when you approach the lock,
just within proximity.
yes,
You can
via Bluetooth.
Right.
And if you move away, it's locked. It's alarmed. It's the same alarm that we have inside here.
Oh, we went in a little too far. We armed it now. Who's got the code?
Now we have to run away.
It sounds like a bomb gonna go off here. Check out some helmets.
It's all about these days visibility, and it's always like have something more. And the former Hyben only had this one rear light, and take a look at that.
That's beautiful.
And wait a minute.
Wow.
Here we go.
You can remove the light here. So this is the light. It's
Wow.
magnetic.
Wow.
Again, it's rechargeable. I mean, often the problem if you have an integrated light and it breaks,
Yeah.
you have to change the helmet. Here
Right,
you just
right.
Have to change the light, and we hope
Yeah.
it never breaks, but
Right.
let's be realistic, electronics sometimes.
All right, I know a lot of you guys want me to wear a helmet. Sometimes I don't, but I think this one's pretty cool. It's interesting. It's got this the visor on it. You know, when you ride fast, sometimes your eyes get teary. I'm gonna try this guy on. Maybe you can tell me what you think here. It might be a little bit small on me. I got a really big head, so I think it's pretty cool. I think these are add-ons. You can remove it. Like this doesn't have it, but this is actually specifically made for high-speed bikes. I mean, most people in the U.S. know Abis for their locks, but they're actually quite big with helmets in Europe. And continuing on, we're in A5 and we're at the Schwalbe booth, or Schwalbe if you're German and you want to say it that way. These tires are pretty popular with e-bikes, and let's see, I think they got some new stuff that we could check out. All grounder, this is pretty cool. Kind of an on off-road. I mean, I recently made that video of like these on off-road bikes, and it seems like this is in that same sort of direction. 27.5 by 2.35 and a 2.6, a little bit wider. This tire is one of the most popular tires in our shop, the Supermoto X. This is a new one I actually haven't seen before, the Supermoto. This Johnny Watts is a tire we're starting to see spec'd a little bit on some e-bikes. Reese and Muller uses that on their GX option. It's a Aerothan plus MTBs. Really great puncture protection. And then this Hurricane, this one that I've seen some people run on the aftermarket setup, really slick on the center track here, and then has that additional traction on some of the softer terrain. So
the Aerothan 2,
yeah,
made out of ETPU, so thermoplastic, a high-performing material. Compared to butyl rubber, which is commonly used in bicycle tubes, this material is significantly lighter, giving you a much better level of rolling resistance, but also better puncture protection. So you really get the best of both worlds, if you like. It's a harder material compared to butyl rubber, which is easily penetrated compared to a material like the Aerothan material. I use it in combination with all of my e-bikes now, because of the higher weights with e-bikes, the risk of puncturing your tire is also higher.
Yeah.
And I have significantly reduced the amount of punctures I get in a year.
Oh, great.
Using this too. But you also feel the lighter weight.
Okay, continuing on here. See some different accessories, some different parts manufacturers. You see all sorts of varieties of very large companies to smaller companies. AXA is often used in e-bikes. They make locks, lights as well. Their parent company also owns Kryptonite. Started to market these larger tire locks. They're made for bikes with larger tires. Many times you want to have a frame lock like this. It can be challenging with some of the bigger tires you start to find on e-bikes. A lot of these things are designed and positioned to market to OEMs, so they can implement these products into their designs. An American company over here, Sena Helmets, that's pretty cool. Yeah, they have the M1 Evo. So the big thing with the Sena helmets, they have this Bluetooth communication. They set up like a wireless mesh network, and you could communicate to different riders that you're riding with. This is a new product that they actually just launched online, the R2 Evo, the new design specifically for road bikers. And then they have these like urban style helmets as well. But these helmets are very popular. It's really nice because if you ride with somebody, you want to have a conversation, and it makes it really easy to do that, to hold that conversation. Nice rain suit. That's pretty nice. Nice material. It's very lightweight. This is an interesting little detail that you have this maybe here a little bit better. I don't know if you are supposed to also use this as shorts. Whoa, don't want to show that there, I don't know. So I think the idea is you can fold the legs up. He is at the moment. This jacket also has the legs, but he's kind of folded it up so he doesn't have to wear the full suit setup. Start to make themselves available in the States or not. It's always the question. This is interesting, but can I sell it? Is something I can offer to my customers? This is a big challenge, like with helmets, for example. You have helmets in Europe, and then the helmets in the US, they have different safety standards and testing requirements. So if you want to sell a European helmet in the US, you have to go through the US testing, and actually it's kind of complex, kind of expensive. So you need to be able to sell a large quantity of that helmet in order to make it viable. We're figuring out ways to navigate it. Again, trying to bring some of the best products we can out to our local markets and stuff like that. And that's part of the idea of coming here.
We hope you don't need a car anymore if you use this, because you have weather protection if you need it. Every time you have it with you.
Yeah.
Because now the weather is fine, you don't need it, and if it starts to rain, you just close your roof.
Wow. And this is the idea, because for the most part you don't need the side covering as much, because it's actually, as you're moving forward, the rain is really coming this way, and you have some nice coverage down here.
Exactly. The rain comes, so you don't get wet from your head down to your toe.
Continuing on, SKS, German manufacturer, a lot of different parts and accessories for bikes, e-bikes. So this is interesting. They have this phone mount charging system. Ah, yeah, here we go. Here's the anywhere cage. This is a big deal for e-bikes. Sometimes e-bikes don't have bottle cage mounts, so that will work just with some straps. Cool products. Newlooxs, Dutch company, makes some nice bags. This is a nice looking bag. A handlebar setup. They use the click fix system. Some panniers that use the MIK system. So pretty cool. Another nice handlebar bag. Again, click fix system. Pretty popular in Europe, not as popular in the US. These bags are really nice. Rack time mount on the bottom. You also see these latches on some bag straps and stuff like that. You can see something you'll see on some of the Tern bags, actually. See it. Kind of that one-handed operation. Make that look good, Tara. Moving into A3 here, Nikolai, looking pretty good. Seen this one before, eBikes. Our friends at Gates. I wonder who will be over here. Jonathan Weiner.
Oh my God! What? What's up, dude?
How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you too. I was walking down there and I was like, wait, I thought I saw on social media that Chris is here. Yeah, the Americans are a rare breed at the show.
Yes, this is true, but you know, we gotta
right
make.
Place.
Came to the right. That's it, right?
American company.
American company, and more bikes with belts this year. I mean, like every year. Is that what you're seeing and experiencing as well? I mean,
so I've counted every bike in this show, and it's 19% belt driven now.
I respect that. I respect that. Not something I would do personally, but I definitely respect and appreciate that you took the time to do it.
No,
19%.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, this is you could have totally pulled that one off, but just the future. No.
Yeah, I think so. Belts are the future.
Yeah.
And we're here to just help more brands unchain. 10 years ago, maybe we were on just like commuter bikes or trekking bikes. 2021, from kids bikes to tandem bikes, cargo, commuter, trekking, anything.
Yeah.
Anything can be unchained. One of your favorites,
One of
Chris?
my favorites for sure.
The
Recent Muller Super Delight.
Yeah, I know you don't play favorites, but another Nikolai with pinion.
Wow. Showing that you could really dig in with the belt. You don't have to.
Exactly. Don't fear the mud.